There we are. Hello, how's everyone doing today? Man, it's been a year and it's finally back. Hal-Con's here. All right, so of course, this is the Garratt Wang Q&A panel. So let's give a round of applause for Garratt Wang, everyone.
Hello. Do you have a favorite side at all?
Do you?
I do.
All right.
Okay. Thank you. You're very kind, sir.
All right. So how this is going to work is we have our mic stand right there, and then anyone who has a question can come and line up, and then we'll ask a question, and he'll answer it.
Yeah.
Assumedly.
Well, I just want to start with saying, who was here last year? Wow. You were here too?
Yeah, I was.
Who was at my panel last year, though? Oh, a much smaller. Ooh. That's good. So the people who were not at the panel? That almost equaled the first one. Wait a minute. That should have been a little bit louder. That's okay. The charity auction, yes. Who was at the charity auction? Ah, that's a good amount of
There was
people.
also the dance you put on at the dance.
I did. I came to the dance and I started doing my little glow stick dancing on the stage, which a lot of people were like, what? What is he doing? Last night, who went to the pre-kickoff party at the Seahorse? By show of hands. Just you guys in the front row? Oh. All right. Well, I want to start talking about you guys already heard this part about in Halifax you say sociable, right? Right. Well, I was taught that last year, but after a year I forgot what it was. All I knew was "ubble" was the end of it. So in my hotel room, and the guys that went last night know this story, but in my hotel room, I went through every word that had "ubble" at the end, and I
Gullible? No,
yeah,
no,
gullible,
not
that's not
gullible.
it. Cliff Huxtable? No, that's not it. I'm Inconceivable from Princess Bride was my favorite. I was like, inconceivable! Like that, you know. So,
You may actually get a bigger reaction at this con than sociable.
So I went through everything. I could not figure it out. I mean, it was indefatigable. I was trying to any word, but it wouldn't.
It gets to the point where you just started making up words. Charitable.
Charitable.
No.
How-conable. How-conable! We can start new slang then. Drinkable, yeah. Oh, there you go. That makes the most sense, right? You're holding up your beer. Drinkable! Yes. I like that, sir. Maybe this will begin a new fad in Nova Scotia, in Halifax. Okay. Or at least at Hal-Con. Yeah. All right, do you want to... I'm sorry.
So I was going to figure we'll start off with me, because it's me. But no, I will start off with my question, then anyone else who wants to jump in.
Yeah.
So, I was reading that when you were doing one of the fan Star Trek projects, you were excited to play a role of villain, because you said you've always found them more challenging. What about them do you find more challenging? Like, and what do you draw on when you try to be the bad guy?
I think, you know what? It's not necessarily more challenging to play a bad guy, but it's funner to play a bad guy. You're just like, ooh, I get to do this. But the key with playing a good bad guy is not to be obviously playing bad. You know, like there are a lot of people when they're playing the heavy, which is terminology in Hollywood for the bad guy, the heavy, and they get this really scrunched up, angry face, you know, and that's not that, you know, when you're dead on the nail like that, I don't think that's a very effective bad guy. Like, for instance, I think a really good bad guy would be from the original Die Hard movie, Alan Rickman. That very, very calm sort of like, you don't know if he's going to shoot you next or if he's going to give you a candy. You know what I'm saying? Like, cake or a gun? I don't know. You know.
I was hoping for cake.
Yes, we all hoped for cake. Yes, but we don't, you know, I tried to, and the project you're talking about is Star Trek of Gods and Men. It was an independent film, Star Trek film. If you haven't seen it, go to StarTrekOfGodsandMen.com. You can take a look at it. Tim Russ directed that, and I remember he called me up, Tim Russ, who played Tuvok on Voyager. Yes, he called me up and he said, he goes, hey, directing an independent Star Trek film, and just wondering if you wanted to act in it. And I said, no, thank you. And he goes, you'll be playing a character completely opposite of Ensign Kim. Sign me up. So that's what kind of got me, into that, playing that role. And the character was called Garratt. So they started with Garratt, but then they instead of ETT, they went AN. So that was the name of my character. And it's sort of a mirror universe, an evil, not an evil federation ship, but an evil starship, basically. So I play the right-hand man to, oh my gosh, Ferris Bueller's Day Off, his best buddy. What was that actor's name? He was also in a Star Trek movie. Thank you, Alan Ruck. All the names are Alan Rickman, Alan Ruck, A.R. We can only talk about people's names that begin with A and R from now on. Okay.
So what do you think about Arnold Schwarzenegger then? AR?
Oh, that's AS though, right? That's okay. That's all right. That's all right. I'll go with that. I thought the funniest thing I ever saw was Arnold Schwarzenegger was on I guess it was the David Letterman show. It was a late night, talk show. And he had this is years ago, and he had just married Maria Shriver, so he's now in the Kennedy family and everything. And Schwarzenegger, it gets asked a question about his last name, like, what does it mean, in German or Austrian? What does it mean? And he goes, well, Schwarzenegger means black plowman. And so then he goes, Letterman goes, so how does the Kennedy family feel about having a black plowman in the family now? So it was just like, what? But that's what I think about.
Man, that was like early 90s. That was
early. Oh, did you see the Saturday Night Live episode where they were making fun of, they were pretending that Arnold Schwarzenegger was at a restaurant in Manhattan eating, and because his accent is kind of tough to listen to when he gets excited to understand him, in the scene, the restaurant catches on fire, all right? And he's the only one that knows it. And he gets up, he goes, everyone out of the restaurant, it's on fire! Now go on fire! And everyone's eating. What is he saying? I don't know. And they just keep eating and drinking their drink. Have you seen that one?
I haven't. I've missed that one.
Oh, God. You can YouTube that one. That's easy.
All right, so any other questions about Schwarzenegger we have for this
Yes.
Schwarzenegger Q&A panel?
I know. How do we even get to this? My goodness. Oh, my Lord.
So if anyone's got a question, of course, you can line up at the mic there and ask away.
Yeah, don't be shy. You can. Look, people are being shy. Oh, you're not. Yay! Yay! You see, because you came down first, I'm gonna high five you. Here.
Yeah.
Good.
Right.
That takes guts.
I'm not shy, but I am short. Yay. All right. So after you were here,
Yes, help her. Help her. She had the guts. Help her.
I didn't want to break it.
Good.
So after you were here last year, you were, of course, delightful and wonderful, and you were the best, and thank you. Thank you. I had seen Voyager when it first aired, and I'd probably watched it through a couple more times. But my husband hadn't, and we had said, we owe it to Garratt to watch Voyager and make him watch Voyager.
Nice.
And he's kind of been dodging that a little bit, and I finally...
Where is he? Husband?
He has a good
Wherefore
reason.
hast thou forsaken me? Why?
Oh, I'm so
Ensign
dead.
Kim asked you to watch Voyager. You have had 365 days. And thou hast not watched Voyager but once.
I'm so dead now.
Why? Why? And scene. Exactly.
That might have done the trick for me, but apparently...
He's probably like, I've been busy.
I'm
my
so
answer.
dead.
And YouTube that.
Go ahead, sorry.
I'm
yes.
so dead now.
No, you're not. No.
Apparently.
But I want to thank you for coming to my panel. That's still that shows guts too. I mean, you didn't have to be here.
It's evolution. It's progress.
It's progress. So continue. Sorry.
The reason apparently is that you're always so adorable and funny and cool and awesome, and he knows enough about Harry that he's concerned that might affect his perception of you. So are you able to possibly sell him on watching my would-be Harry Kim on Voyager?
It's to sell him why he needs to be watching Voyager. Is that what you're saying?
It's not gonna hurt. You're still you.
Because
you're still awesome.
it'll be cool every time you watch it, because you'll be like, we saw him last year. Yeah. He's nothing like that. He doesn't laugh on the show. All he does is just do stuff like, shield's down to 30%, Captain. Captain. Structural integrity on deck 6 has been compromised. It's like,
Although I'm thinking, how cooler would those type of scenes be with the glow stick dance? Shields down, Captain.
no, I can just see Janeway going, status report, Ensign Kim. And I pull out the glow sticks. Watch this, Captain. Paris, turn on the turn on the EDM. Let's get some dance music going. Yeah, that would be a whole new Voyager, wouldn't it?
Better.
And actually, I'll be perfectly honest with you guys. I've taken a break from Hollywood since 2005, so it's been a 9-year break. Everything that I have done recently in terms of Gods and Men, any other project that you hear about me doing, these are all through word of mouth, through friends, but not in the official Hollywood channel. I took a break just to kind of get away from Hollywood, but I've been now, and that break was supposed to be a couple years, so it's now been 9 years. I've taken this long break, but I have felt creatively kind of stifled or at least hungry to be creative again. And I really do think that one thing that is missing from the market is similar to, anyone know the show Brooklyn Nine-Nine? You ever see it? Okay. That's a wonderful half-hour look at a police, it's like a police drama, but funny, you know what I'm saying? So there needs to be like something exactly like that, but from a sci-fi perspective, though, right? Who here wouldn't watch a half-hour sci-fi comedic take look at?
Just like a relaxing, funny view of what it was like on a starship.
Yes, with glow sticking from the ensign. Yeah.
Thank you. I think you sold him.
Thank you. So I think you should do it. I mean the other reasons behind it is because Voyager is the only TV show that has, someone goes, 7 of 9 is the reason. It is the only show that has a woman captain, which is very, very progressive, right? Because let's face it, in the United States, and as far as I'm concerned, Canada's never had a female prime minister, have they?
We had one.
Oh, you did have one. Okay. You didn't have one for longer than 6 minutes, though, right? 6 months. Right.
She wasn't elected, and it was kind of I'm leaving, you take over.
Okay.
It's your problem.
All right. Well, so then
now.
that doesn't really. So she wasn't elected. Same thing with the U.S. There isn't that position of power filled by a woman. And so when Voyager came out in '95, we actually got bomb threats from people. Yes. People called Paramount Studios and they said, they left messages on our production line saying, how dare you have a woman in command? What are you guys thinking? We're gonna come down and blow up your sound stages. What? You're gonna kill us because we have a female captain? What the heck is, I mean, there's a lot of people that are very backwards minded or closed-minded in their thinking. So when you watch Voyager, you're basically sticking your middle finger up at these people that say there couldn't be a woman captain. Because, let's face it, people, without women, none of us would be here. So, yeah.
Without my wife, my clothes never match.
There you go. There you go. Women are very important, if not the most important. So, Oh, I know. I wish my mom was here. She'd be like, oh, brownie points for my son.
I'm just hoping what I said get back to my wife.
Hopefully.
All right, so the next question right over there.
Okay, first comment. You only made it first because she's really slow. Second, you need to watch Voyager because even my 4-year-old likes Voyager.
Oh.
That should be like the DVD tagline.
Yeah. Absolutely wonderful show. Second, third. She thinks that you're in the TV and that this isn't real. So can she have a hug so she knows you're real?
Well, actually, you're right. We are in the TV. Oh, come up here. Okay.
She also told me a couple nights ago that she's the captain.
She's the captain.
She's the captain.
We like
yes.
that.
And
we
she
like
was so
that.
excited to meet you. So thank you very much.
What is your name, sweetie? What was your name?
Her name is Sidoni.
Sidoni?
Yeah, it's
Spell
actually
that.
from Jacqueline Carey's book.
Spell that.
Sidonie.
Oh,
Wanna
hi,
say hi?
Sidoni. Yay.
Say hi, Garratt.
She's wearing a cute little Superman costume with a cape.
And the Superman husband. Or
Oh, hey,
Supergirl
Superman.
husband.
Oh,
And this is Mini-Me.
I like that. Sort of mixing up the gender thing. That's
Oh, yeah,
cool.
yeah.
I love that. The beard on the Supergirl. Or what? You're our matching pair. We love that. You're looking good.
Thank you.
Yay, thank you.
Is anybody else's allergies really bugging them right now?
Oh,
There's ragweeds everywhere.
I just want to say I do love Halifax. I love coming here. Last year was my first time ever. I'd never been to the East Coast ever at all of Canada. And so, sorry? Best Coast. Yes, excuse me. The best coast. Yeah.
So we got our,
Patootie on
we
the
got our next
Vancouver
question
people.
here.
Okay.
I have a quick question. What's your favorite Shakespeare play?
Oh my gosh, my favorite Shakespeare play. I would probably say, I don't know. I mean, the one that really resonates the most with me would probably be Hamlet. You know, I don't know. I mean, there's other wonderful plays that are more comedic and or a little bit lighter, but Hamlet to me is very much the one that I would say I would select that one. Yeah. How about you? What is yours?
I'll probably have to say Macbeth, actually.
Macbeth. Macbeth is good too. Yeah. Macbeth is actually the first play, Shakespeare play that I saw on stage as a production. So I have fond memories of Macbeth too. Thank you. Hello.
I'm just.
You don't have to squat like that. You know that, right?
Like-
Yeah.
I think that's an earth-bending stance. It's for power.
Good one. Hey, I'll give you a high five. That was good too. All right.
I'm just wondering, when you have free time, if that ever actually happens, just like, what do you do to like unwind, relax?
What do I do in my
like-
free time?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
how do you chill? Like,
Yeah. Usually I dance the Nutcracker Ballet in a tutu, and that is my free time. No, I made you laugh. Cool. Okay. It's tough to make the moderator laugh. Usually they have to stay there and maintain. Yeah. I'll tell you, I'm an avid fan of golf. Believe it or not, I know it's. I used to think when channel surfing, I'd come to golf and I go, really? Are you kidding me? They broadcast this? But I love golf now. But travel is a big thing for me. I love traveling, and I love traveling around the world. So that's a huge part of my downtime is I go places, right? Because I really think that when you get to see other people and how they live, especially if it's a third world, not a first world country like Canada or the United States, if you go to places like Nicaragua and you visit there for a week and you realize that their salary for the day for 8 hours of work is $1 an hour, $8 to have a housekeeper there a day. Then you start thinking, wow, my gosh, and you go past and you see some tin huts that are erected out of just nothing, like garbage walls are the walls of where some of the people are living. Then you start thinking, oh my goodness, all those things that you're all worried about daily, you're thinking, oh, my life is it's over, and you're living in Canada and you're thinking, my life is over, or this is the worst. It's not the worst. It really isn't, because it's all about perspective. When you get to see how the other half lives, it really informs, or it makes you feel a little bit more like, you know what? It's not that bad, right? So that's something that I always do with traveling, because it reminds me of my humanity, or it reminds me of to remain humble, to stay very present. When I'm at conventions, I'm never the person that always, oh no, I'm sorry, I can't talk to you. I don't walk away. I'll talk to everybody and listen to what they're saying. So travel is a big spare time thing. And during football season, I'm a late fan of football. I used to hate football as a kid, but now I love football. Are you a football fan? Okay, who's your team? Patriots. Okay. Wow, 2 Patriots fans in here. 2. Well, let me just tell you something. When Brady was the obscure 7th round pick, and then Bledsoe went down, because Brady should send $1 million check to that Jets linebacker that cracked Bledsoe out of that. So it's like, here, thank you, you made my career. He comes in, And that's when I was cheering for the Patriots. When the Patriots were the underdogs in the Super Bowl against the Rams, they were huge underdogs, right? Yes, that's when you got into it. I cheered for the Patriots, and that was the first time I ever made a bet on the Super Bowl, and I won that because I bet on the Patriots, okay? And it continued until it switched when they were playing the Giants in that one Super Bowl, the New York Giants. And Plaxico Burress, a wide receiver for the Giants, says to the media, we're going to win. And they were 12-point underdogs, okay? We're going to win, and the score is going to be, I think he said, 21-17, something like that. And then that got back to Brady. So Brady gets interviewed, and now, he's no longer the sixth string guy. He's definitely the lead man at the table. He's sitting there. They ask him the question. Yeah, Plaxico Burress said that you guys are going to lose, and the score is going to be 21-17. What do you think about that? And Brady looks at the camera. He's like, "What? You think we're only going to score 17 points?" He had this attitude, which then changed my fandom of him. I thought, no, I'm not rooting for you. I'm rooting for the Giants. So I bet on the Giants, and I won that one. I've now bet on 15 Super Bowls in a row. I've won every single bet. I've selected the right team for 15 years in a row now. So and I only make one bet. That's it. So. Oh, yeah, she's asking who am I betting this year. She's like,
clever.
You better follow me on Twitter. This is how I get Twitter followers. If you want to win a Super Bowl bet, follow me on Twitter. That's how you do it.
And
it's at Garratt.
And that explains your massive amount of football fans.
I know, totally. It's at Garratt, R-W-A-N-G. If you don't have the R, and I did that to copy Jerry Ryan. Jerry Ryan 7 of 9 on Twitter is Jerry L. Ryan. She has her middle name in there, her middle initial. So I thought, I'll do the same thing. So I put Garratt, R-W-A-N-G, not knowing that there is another Garratt Wang, W-A-N-G, who decided to go on Twitter, and now he has at Garratt Wang, where everyone goes to because they're assuming I'm not going to put my middle initial in there, right? But if you go try to be friends with that guy, you'll realize he is a young teenager in Singapore. So he actually, he messaged me, and he goes, oh, so you're Garratt, the real Garratt. I go, who are you? He goes, I'm Singapore Garratt. I go, oh. All right, Singapore Garratt. But Singapore Garratt has actually proceeded to take every email address known to man. He has Garratt, W-A-N-G, at gmail.com. I have Garratt, W-A-N-G, with a number at gmail.com. He's got it all, So I actually sent him a message. I said, you could have left me one. Just one social media address, one email address would have been nice. But you took them all. Yahoo, everything you can think of. He took it all.
See, I was following him, but his football advice was horrible.
Okay, come on. Anyway, so that's it. Football, golf, travel. That's my off time. Thank you for the question.
Hi. Two things. One sort of in relation to this. I'm going to embarrass them more. After we met you last year, my boyfriend and I, we watched the entire Voyager series.
Oh, what? Hey. No, you get a hug. Come here. See what you get when you watch it? Okay, just... I'm kidding. It's just for people to make people laugh. It's totally fine. I know you'll watch it eventually. I know.
Well, he thought it was very cool because we'd met you. He's just like, this is extra cool because we actually met you.
Am I right? So while you're watching it, you're like, we talked to him last year.
Exactly.
There he is.
Exactly.
See, that's what happens.
There were certain moments where he's like, oh yeah, I could see him totally having fun with that. And stuff like that.
Yes.
And he's also a Star Wars fan, and you slightly converted him to Trekdom.
Really? Where is he? Where is he?
He's right over there.
Stand up, sir. Stand up. Stand up. So let everyone look at your face. Look at this man right here. Congratulate him later. He's wearing a blue shirt. Yes? Okay. There it is. I don't think everyone saw you properly. Get up again. Okay. Turn around to everybody in the... No. Look at everybody. Everyone, take a look at his face. Register his face. If you see him at the convention, you walk up and you shake his hand. You go, thank you for watching all of Voyager within 1 year.
Yep. Oh, we did within
Which the other guy didn't do, sitting in row 4.
Probably 6 weeks. It was probably 6 weeks, actually.
You know what? I'm heckling the audience. That's wrong. I should never do that. That's bad stand-up. Okay, go ahead.
Also, he was going to embarrass me if I didn't come up here and ask this. So last year, we were told you do a really good Gollum impression. Have you been working on it at all this year?
Oh, my God.
Why does YouTube remember everything I say?
I'll tell you right now, my voice is strained. I strained it a couple of days ago. I'm not making this up.
In preparation for this?
Yes. No, just I got here early. I got here on Tuesday, so I've been here early because like I said, I love Halifax so much. I'm coming early this time, so yeah. So this time, I was here like 4 days last year, and this time I'm here for a whole week.
Oh, wow.
If I come back next year, I'll probably like a month. I don't know. I'm just gonna keep extending it until eventually I buy a place here.
Okay.
And then I'm just like, I live in Halifax now. Yeah.
Hal-Con 2017 now with immigration papers.
Oh my God. Here you go.
Okay, well,
I
then,
just had this image of someone like years from now, like, literally 35 years from now, someone's on stage. Yes, I've been coming to Hal-Con since you've been coming to Hal-Con, so we've been here for 35 years now. And my question is, all right, sorry.
How is that Gollum impression coming off?
I don't have it. I got to bring it back.
okay.
When my voice returns, I'll do Gollum.
That's okay.
I'll do Gollum for
In
them.
that case, since you've now been to Halifax, what do you actually do when you come to Halifax?
I work on my Gollum impersonation. Actually, I tried to go see the Immigration Museum, which I missed last time, because in our little actor bags that we get when we get here, this is one of the only conventions to give gift bags to the actors when they show up. That's really cool. I just wanted you to know. I mean, that's just like, that means they care, and that means they're doing good. So, but in there was last year. It was free passes to the Immigration Museum, and I love museums. So I said, I want to go. And I didn't get a chance to go. So this year, I tried to go on Wednesday. We get there. It says, closed temporarily until May. I go, that's not temporary. That's a long time. I mean, temporarily means like closed until Joe gets back from the store, But no, that was a long one, so I missed it. So instead, I went to I walked along the waterfront. There's a candy store called Sugar, yeah. Went into Sugar. The cashier girl, she's walking me around, showing me all the different things, and she goes, and by the way, my favorite candy is this one. And she pulls up the Fat Apollo bar, And I'm in there with Jen Lamb, the chair of Hal-Con, and she goes, I did not call her, and I did not tell her to say that, like that. She says it under breath. I just want to tell you, that was a totally just random thing that just happened, like that. And the girl had no clue that I was on Star Trek or anything like that. So when we walked out, Jen was like, "I'm so coming back here next week to tell her who you were." I'm like, "Oh, Jen, stop it." So I'm sorry. Hi.
So before you start your question, is your husband here that we're going to be pointing out as well?
Yes. Do we point out your?
Because so far it's been 3 husbands we pointed out.
I know.
Well, no, but my 11-year-old daughter started watching Voyager. She's watched every single episode. She's like, we got to watch 3 episodes in a row tonight. She's here with me.
Is she here?
She is here.
Oh,
right
where are
here.
you? Stand up. There you. Oh, whoa! She's wearing Janeway costume. Yeah. So you can go like status apart like that to me, and I would say status apart. You and your mom are cool. Turn around. Let them see you slowly. Wait, yeah, there you go. Raise your hand up. Wave at everybody. Wave. Yeah, wave so they can see you. There you go. All right. She saw 3. I mean, she sees 3 in a row. That's awesome.
Oh, she'd watch them all night if I'd let her.
Wow.
Because I
you would
watched
totally binge watch, wouldn't you? You wouldn't even go to sleep. You just keep on watching Voyager.
She'd dream about it. We'd talk about it. Oh, yeah, totally.
Wow. Well, that's really impressive. And that's because of you. You got her into it.
Well, I watched it back when it was on, and then
Yeah.
it's been years, and she started getting into outer space and all that. And
Yes.
I thought, I wonder if she'd be interested.
Yeah.
And I showed her. It was in the middle, so it wasn't like the first season. And then
Yeah.
she's like, I want to watch it all. I want to watch it from the beginning to the end.
Yeah, I think any of you out there that have daughters, make them watch Voyager. I'll tell you right now, it is probably the most empowering show for a young girl to watch. I mean, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
If you're anywhere like from 6 to 11 and you start watching it as a young girl, all you know is like, wow, everyone answers to the captain and she's a girl, No one says anything against her. I mean, literally, it's just like, da-da-da. It's very empowering. So.
Of course, I did have to explain why 7 of 9 looks the way she does, but
Oh, yeah.
that's okay.
It's called ratings, my dear. Ratings. It's funny, but I have to. I might have told this here last year. I don't know, but there was a girl who came up to my signing table at a convention, and she said, She goes, oh my goodness. And by the way, thank you guys for standing up there. Give a round of applause to people that are standing only. I mean, that's like, thank you. That's really awesome. Because standing sucks for too long. So anyway, so this young girl came up to my table and she said, when I watched Voyager, it was, what's our time at, by the way? Am I totally going over?
Just seeing, we're
What's
still
our time
good?
at?
Allie, are we still good?
11 minutes.
11
Good.
minutes.
Okay, good. Right back.
Okay, 10
thank
minutes.
you. So this girl came up and she said, "Yes, I watched Voyager when I was 8 years old. I saw all the episodes so literally it took me, she watched them from the beginning to the end when it came out. So 8 to 15 or whatever she was when the Voyager ended, and she said the entire time I was watching, I'm very embarrassed to say, I thought that your character's name was Handsome Kim." Handsome, Handsome Kim. Because Ensign Kim, ensign is a it's a naval term meaning the most junior officer, okay? But it's not as common as captain, sergeant, major, admiral, general. I mean, ensign's sort of the obscured stepchild of all the naval rankings in a way, right? So she thought ensign was handsome. And I started thinking, oh my God, that is just so funny because it puts a whole new spin on when Janeway comes over and she's like, "Status report, handsome."
So now how much would it kick?
Is it?
Handsome, you have the bridge.
I now want to get that entire show
what have you
redone with that.
What have you found out, handsome? Do we show any M-class planets nearby, handsome?
I think I need an adult.
Chakotay, bring handsome Kim with you. Bring him along, Chakotay. Commander, we need handsome Kim on this away team. Without handsome Kim,
Seriously, now that next time you watch Voyager, just assume that Janeway is saying handsome instead of ensign. It's a great, great new way to watch Voyager.
Who was the one that hadn't watched it yet?
You could do a shot every time she says ensign or handsome. Go Canada. Okay, yes.
A new drinking game.
Yes.
So my daughter and I are desperate for a sequel.
Yes, fantastic. Thank you so much. Wonderful, guys. Give a round of applause again. Yay. What is her daughter's name? Did she say?
Victoria.
Victoria? Okay, Victoria. Cool.
So we're going to try and get through these last two questions quickly.
Sure.
Oh, okay.
I think there's two, yeah.
There's two.
Yeah, actually, I just wanted to know if you had any new projects coming up.
Yeah, you know what? I agreed to join a couple of other independent Star Trek projects to do some work with them. One is Equinox, which takes place with, if you remember, Captain Ransom, played by John Savage of Deer Hunter fame. He was a wonderful guest star that we had. Well, in the Voyager series, Captain Ransom meets his demise, but in this version, something happens where he doesn't. So, and that's all I can say. Yeah, so I'm part of that. And then I agreed to work with the Star Trek Axanar people. And Axanar is a project which you can go online and look at. It looks wonderful what they've done so far. And so the producer actually, he said to me, he said, "Look, I've got three options for you. You could play, all three are Klingons. Klingon number one is Richard Hatch, who's playing a Klingon, for, his assistant or his right man, his valet or whatever." And I said, next. And then he said, "Oh, you could play this Klingon." And then I said, "Well, what's the last one?" He goes, "Or you could play the Klingon captain of the new prototype D7 Klingon warbird that is better than anything that the Federation has at the moment." I said, "Thank you. I will take that one." So I'll be doing that. So
Next time, lead with that.
I know. I should say that. So that's the one thing that's happening. Oh, and Star Trek Online for those that are playing. Yes, some Star Trek Online people. If you haven't, you should check it out, guys. Star Trek Online has a Delta Quadrant expansion pack. So I'm in it. 7 of 9's voices in it. The Doctor, Bob Picardo, and Neelix is also in it. His voice. So that's a wonderful thing that I'm doing also right now. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yay. Hello there.
Hello. Two questions. The first one is, since you've been in Halifax twice, what is it that you haven't done yet that you want to do?
Okay, go to the immigration museum. That was closed. That's the one thing I'm trying to get to. It just keeps No, I would like to see some other scenery. They took me out to the lighthouse out there last year by the ocean, sorry, Peggy's Cove. But I want to see it in tumultuous times. It was quite placid when I was there, so I'm going to stay away from the edge, though. I know there's all those signs that people, you got to be careful. Right. That'd be horrible. As Kim came out as he was swept into the ocean, never to be heard of again. And then you will cry, sir, because you will be like, I never watched all of Voyager before Harry Kim was swept into the ocean at Peggy's Cove. Okay, sorry. What's your second question?
Is that seat empty and can I sit in it?
Oh, yeah, sit down.
Yeah.
Sit down. Oh my God. All right. Are we close to 5 minutes? We still have time. Other questions? Anybody in the very, very back? You guys standing up? I know you're so far away. Someone here has a question. This person does. Okay. Yes, hold on.
What do you plan on doing after leaving Nova Scotia and all that stuff?
What do I plan on doing after leaving Nova Scotia and all that stuff? I will be, let me think about that. I get to go home for a little bit. I've been traveling like every weekend for the last 2.5 months, so I get a little bit of a break next weekend. So thank you, I appreciate that question. Anyone, yeah, high five. There you go. Oh no, instead of high five, everybody. Sci-five, I've created this, is basically doing the Vulcan hand signal and then high-fiving that way. Yeah, sci-five, okay. Question? No. Where? Hi.
I have a question for you after you're done here. I don't want to spoil anything for later, so.
Is it a proposition? Are you proposing to marry me? Right? What is it? Oh, my goodness. Okay. I'm going to be at the autograph table, which is, I don't know where it's at, guys, but I have an autograph table that's everyone's like, point that way. Yeah. So feel free to come by and say hi to me there. But to answer what you just said, I should have given the George Takei, oh my. That's what's going to happen. I'm just going to tell people if George has laryngitis, I'm going to come and do the... You want a quick photo? Sure. Ready? Okay. Sci-five? Okay. Sci-five? No, that's not a sci-five. Come on, man. Make it. You can't do it? Well, then I take that back. Okay, sorry. Sci-five. Sci-five? Yeah. Can you do it? Sci-five? Yes. Yes, you can do it. Yes, you can do it. Yes, you can do it. Yes, you can. You better do it. Yes, you can do it. Sci-five. It's like patty, cake. Yay! Sci-five. Okay. What was I saying while I was walking up here and I forgot? I lost my train of thought. Oh, yeah. I was like, if George ever has laryngitis, they should just call me. I'll just come in and do all his voiceover. Why not? I'm completely prepared. Seriously, I do about 55 oh my's every morning when I wake up just to practice. It's like I'm training. I'm doing like sit-ups going, oh my, oh my, ugh. Oh my, oh yeah, oh my, yeah, see? I used to tell people, you could say that to anybody, and there's nothing they can say back, pretty much. It's a perfect answer to everything. Oh my.
Well, I'm done. Drop the mic.
Yeah, oh my. Do you know how fast you were going? Oh my. License registration. Oh my. Okay, so
you're under arrest.
Oh my. Hey, that works too. Oh my. I'm breaking up with you. Oh my. It's cool. I'm telling you, just start using it from now on. Everybody, just do the Takei. It'll get you out of anything. It's wonderful.
Honey, I want you to do the dishes.
Oh my. And then you better do them. That's you can't just use that and walk away. That's domestic chores. You must bring George with me next time. Yeah. Let me talk to him. Oh my.
We'll just have an oh my off and see what happens.
I actually did. Okay. Anyway, I'm the moderator. I'm the director of all Trek programming for a convention in Atlanta, Georgia called Dragon-Con. So at Dragon-Con, George Takei was there with me on stage, and I was moderating his panel. And he said something, and I sat next to him, and I went, oh my. And he looks over, he was like, no. George Takei shook his finger at me. It was like the disapproving grandfather. No, you don't do my oh my. That belongs to me, young man. Yeah.
All right, we pretty much have. Can't top that.
All right,
just
we
end
can't
that
top
one
that.
there.
Sci-fi? Sci-fi. Yes. All right. Thank you guys. Thank you guys
All
so
right,
much.
let's give him a round of applause, everyone.
Yay! Thank you. Halifax, you're great. Thank you so much.
Hal-Con.